I'm excited about this video. You guys have been asking for it for a while. How to make mala beads. How to make mala beads. So I'm going to walk you through the process as best as I know how, because as you know, I'm also new at this. But I love my mala beads. They're absolutely beautiful, and the process is really simple. So come and join me. All you need are your semi-precious stones, which come on a strand like this. You're going to want 108. And then you're going to want your bead cord, which is a silk durable cord, which we're going to knot, and that's what's going to obviously hold the beads. And scissors. These, I'll put the details of this particular tool. I don't make them by just my fingers. I use this tool. It makes it a lot easier. And crazy glue. And last but not least, you'll need a maru and a tassel. So the tassels we put at the ends, as well as a mountain piece. So that, in addition to the 108 beads, you have your maru, which is the mountain piece along just at the center of the mala bead strand that holds all of your prayers. So it's a very important piece. This beadsmith is wonderful because it's basically how you lay out the mala beads and you lay out your pattern. So you can see right now Jason chose amethyst, but he's also putting in a few speckles of labradorite. So Jason has his pattern, or he's putting that together. He's chosen his cord, which is the bead cord, and I'll have this listed in the contents. What we're going to do first is open up the package containing your thread. And you're going to just unravel the entire thing. So take it off of the cardboard. Notice that at one edge of the cord there is this needle. It's very nice. So now at the other edge, at the other end, you're going to tie a knot about 2 inches away from the end, not the needle side, but the regular side. And I would double knot it.
So it doesn't go through? Is that what we're trying to do?
Yeah, so that the beads don't cross over. Now we're going to just thread the first bead on. And basically the first bead can come on either side here. So one of the edges is going to be at the top. And when you lay out your pattern, actually, you can also lay the maru and the tassel, just so you know exactly what it's going to look like. Perfect. I don't know why this is funny, but it's just been a funny evening. Okay, so now this is the part that you guys are really watching this video for. How do you knot in between mala beads? So if you want to do the honors, Liv.
Okay. Whoa. There you go.
Very
professional video. We've got it all taken care of.
Okay, so basically we have the knot. Can you see that?
Well, we can see the bead.
You can see the
So
bead.
we know the knot's there.
Okay, so if you just want to film my hands here.
Yes.
So basically all I am doing here is tying the knot around my fingertips, okay?
All of them? All of your fingertips? I'm just asking. So
yeah, no, good question. You can do one.
Okay.
But for me, for whatever reason, it's comfortable to do 3.
Okay.
Basically, the whole intention here is we're just tying a knot.
Okay.
But we're not tying the knot. We're just preparing to tie the knot.
Got it.
So we pull the thread through, and this is where the tool comes in.
Okay.
Okay, so we're basically putting our tool underneath the thread. Okay, underneath the thread, on top of the bead. So you have the knot already on the bottom from earlier.
Yep.
The bead.
Yep.
Always put the tool inside of the knot, on top of the bead. You can let go with your fingers and then pull. And then once that's done, don't pull it once you let go of the tool, then you just pull the knot so that it comes close as possible to the bead. You want to make sure that you're even, obviously, with each bead. So you either have a choice to go as close to the bead as possible, which is what I do, or you can leave a little space. If you notice that the bead, if the knot by accident ties up here, then you just unknot it using the tool and then try it again. Okay, so there's one knot on top. So now what we do is we go back to the other end. This is a meditation in itself. And we grab another bead. Actually, I grabbed it from the wrong side.
You want to stay from the same, go all the way from the same side, yeah?
Yeah, you just want to follow your pattern. So just follow in order. And then you take the thread, you put the little bead on, let it come to the bottom. It's going to join that knot, another bead. So again, you go as if you're tying a knot, a regular knot, but keep your fingers there so you don't actually tie the knot. You literally do everything you do when you're tying a knot. Pull the thread through the middle, but instead of tying it, instead of pulling it all the way, use the tool.
Let's go through that again and see it.
This what I just did?
Yeah, let's just see the tool piece.
Okay, and then go in the middle here.
Yep.
So I went in the middle. So it's actually tied up here. Went in the middle.
So turn your hands towards me. There you go.
That.
Great.
Okay, and so going through on top of the bead, always on top of the bead, pull the knot, and then before, obviously you can't tie it all the way because the tool is there, hold on to the bead, pull the tool away, and then just slide the knot as close to the bead as possible. And there you go.
Okay.
And during this, ideally, you are saying your mantra that you'd like to infuse it with. That's actually why I make these. It's just a joy to, once you have the hand of it, it's really simple. So you can just in your mind be saying Om Shanti Om, Om Shanti Om, Om Shanti Om, Om Shanti Om, Om Peace. Okay. So I have Jason's piece that he made. It's beautiful. I'm just going to show you now how to do the maru. So we're going to go to the ends with a needle, right? We're going to connect the maru. He's already put all 108 beads, strung them all together very diligently. You should see how tired he looks right now. It's a process, just letting you know. But it gets easier. Okay, so it's really late here right now. We have been stringing along. So now I'm putting the maru on exactly how we do the other ones. Just attaching it to the rest. So there is a knot in between. And now I'm tying a knot in the same way we knotted the other ones. Okay. Taking my little piece, putting it through, pushing it up against the maru, and then tying the knot. Okay. Releasing the tool, and then sliding the knot as close as possible. There we go. And then, this is the tricky part. I find it tricky anyway. So, basically what we want to do is connect these two pieces together, yeah? And we want the maru to be like so. I don't know if you can see that. We want it to be like that, hanging from alone. But that means we have to attach these. So we are going to be tying a knot from one end. We're basically going to be tying a knot from here and tying it around the knot just above the maru. Okay? So it looks a little bit like this. It's kind of tricky. Goodness. This really, making mala, is so much more than making mala. It's all about presence. If you're not present and you're not breathing and you're not saying your mantra, you're just going to be frustrated. So it's all about being present. Basically, all we did here was tie a knot from the other end, okay, to the place between the maru and the last bead. So now what I'm going to do to reinforce this, we want to tie at least 2 knots before we super glue it, and the super glue is going to be essential. But before I do, I just want to make sure it's sitting right, and it is. So now we're tying the tassel to the end with the thread, yeah? It's just doing what we normally do, sweeping it through. I feel like I'm teaching yoga right now. Inhale your left leg up,
Inhale,
sweeping it through.
exhale.
Okay, and then we're going to reinforce it by going through the maru again. Ideally, you have a maru that has space for this. And what happens is it comes out on the other side, yeah? You barely fit, but it fits. Okay, so what, did you get to see that?
I think so.
Okay, great. And then we're going to tie these 2 loose ends together. But I'm noticing, I mean, you can get fun with the design and everything, actually. I'm noticing if I come in here and do like a funky knot, it'll actually pull this side down. I'm going to try that. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but let's try it. This part is, you just have to get creative with. Just, you know, when you tie the knots, then reevaluate if it's all in the right place, and if not, you can tighten the knot or loosen it. So really, this final piece is a little more inviting in terms of your creativity. Okay. Just check it before. I'm going to tie it again before super gluing it, but I just want to double check the work. Make sure it's all in the right place. You okay with that, babe?
Yep, looks good to me.
Personally, I don't know. It's not. Well, what's interesting is.
Take it away, let me see the end. Yeah.
It's actually not. You know what? It does look good. It's not how I expected it to look.
Yep.
But this is now a pointer piece too. That gray piece. So you know what? It works. It'll work. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah or no?
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm going to tie it once more just to reinforce it before we glue. So just tying a knot. One more little knot there.
Yeehaw. I see what you're talking about, a little bit of space on one side of the small bead to the other, but she'll have to just know that all the small beads are the 108 when she's doing her mantra.
Yeah, I mean, she'll know. It actually, it works.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, so now I'm going to take a piece of paper or magazine or whatnot. Just because we're going to be using super glue. I know this stuff is not biodegradable, or there's really no, I haven't yet found something that's natural that works like this. If you guys know of anything, let me know. So all we're doing now is super gluing the knots we just tied. So this is key. Make sure the entire knot is glued, because if not, it can unravel and then you have to do the whole thing over again. Yeah, literally. So I'm just putting the glue where we're going to be cutting the string. Okay. I'm pretty much drenching it so that it becomes a solid piece in a way. All the string. So there's no chance of it unraveling. And again, you know, like, you want to be gentle with your mala because, like, you definitely do not want to get it wet, shower with it, because they are delicate, and all of this crystal hanging on one piece of thread is gentle, even though it's pretty sturdy. That's why I look in the comments and check out what thread, what cord I use, because it's really strong. But still, you still want to be gentle with your mala so it doesn't come apart. Definitely don't get it wet. Okay, so now while that's drying, I want to make sure that the crazy glue didn't get on any of the beads, because if it did, you want to get that off really quickly so it doesn't dry. Yeah. And then the final step, before I cut the cord, I just want to make sure it's glued well, and it is. And now I just clip the ends of the thread as close to the knot as possible without destroying the knot, obviously. That's it. We have Jason's first mala.
First and last.
That's very encouraging. You're be like, yeah, why even start?
Yay!
You know
It looks
what, though?
good.
It's really gratifying. It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
And I made one while he was making one.
She was much faster than me.
I've done this a few times, so it gets a lot easier, trust me. But this one is for my friend is getting married. I don't know if you guys saw my other video on 2 kinds of love, but it's the bridal shower I was supposed to go to this past weekend. Anyway, I made her this because I will be seeing her. I want to send her her gift or bring it to her soon. But this is just beautiful as well. So, mala making. I'm sure there are many other videos out there, but I just wanted to follow up because I know I promised you guys I'd make my mala bead video. So there you have it. It's such a beautiful practice, and not only do you end up with a gorgeous piece to wear, but you have this very sacred representation of all your prayers and your visions for yourself that you get to infuse and reinforce over and over again with your unique mantra. One thing I'll say, Jason and I were talking about this today, if you're first starting on your mantra path, ideally it's really nice to start with a seed mantra or a biha. Isn't it called a biha?
Bija.
Bija. Biha mantra?
Bija.
Bija mantra. I'm Spanish, so when I see a J, I want to say, you know, biha. So bija mantra, and so ultimately, if you have 2 syllables, like Om would be 1 syllable, Shrim is another biha. So Om, Shrim, inhaling Om, exhaling Shrim.
And if they're going to do the mala, then they do Om Shrim Namaha.
And if you're going to do the mala, thank you, Jason, Om Shrim Namaha, Om Shrim Namaha. So without the mala, you're just inhaling Om, exhaling Shrim. Internally, or you can mumble it, you know, whatnot. Otherwise, or you can sing it loud. Or if you have your mala, Om Shrim Namaha. Many blessings, everyone. Hope you enjoy this, and sending so much love your way. Thanks for your patience. Quite a video here. Okay. Mwah.